Hi guys, it's Kino. Welcome to another video. So today's reading is going to be a simple yes or no answer to any question you have. We'll go into some detail about your situation and see what guidance comes through for you. So there's 4 readings to choose from today, and for this video you can pick as many as you want if you have several yes or no questions that you want answered. So I'm just going to show you guys the crystals real quick. Number 1 is red jasper. Number 2 is clear quartz. Number 3 is aquamarine. And number 4 is rhodonite. So as always, take all the time you need to pick. You can pause the video if you need to. I'm going to go ahead and get started with number 1. Hi number ones, so if you chose this red jasper, this is going to be your reading. So let's take the first few oracle cards and see what they have to say for you. So we have this one, it says overcome your problems. We have play. And we have yes. So you guys, right off the bat, it's a yes. With this deck, it's funny. It has 2 cards that say yes on it. One of them does not have an exclamation point. This one does. So to me, this is like a particularly strong yes. It's like absolutely, of course. Why are you even asking? The answer is totally yes. We do have this card about overcoming your problems. So you guys may be asking if a problem in your life is going to resolve itself, or maybe you're in a situation right now that you don't really like, you're not really happy in it, and you're asking if this situation is going to improve. So the answer is a yes for you. And the guidance with this card is that if you stay like hyper focused on your problem, you're constantly thinking about it, constantly turning it over in your head, it really doesn't improve anything. And sometimes the best way to find the solution to your problem is to just set it down, take a step back, clear your mind, stop thinking about it. Because normally, first of all, overthinking about the problem only makes it worse and worse. And sometimes when we're in that headspace, it's really hard for us to find the answer. It's really hard for us to hear guidance from our angels, from spirit, if we're in that sort of limiting headspace. And the best thing is just to set it down and, stop working on it so much. It's like, I don't know if you've ever done like a puzzle or something like that, and your brain is really tired and you've been working at it for however long and you just can't think of it, but then maybe you set it down, you go do something else, and then the next day you come back and it's like that, like you just, I know what to do now, I know how to solve this. And I think that's kind of what the situation is like for you. Another meaning with this card is like, don't go at it alone. You don't have to solve everything alone. So this could be a situation where you need to sort of let your friends help you find the solution, or like I was saying before, just clear your mind, sort of let your angels step in and solve this for you. If this is just a positive outcome that you're hoping to arrive in your life, you want your current situation to end, you want your wish to come true, the same message applies to you guys. Just set it down for now. I think you've been like thinking about this a lot, possibly overthinking, and by doing so, sort of resisting that prayer being answered. And we even have this card that says play, and it says, beloved one, it's time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry, we will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, gaiety, and laughter will lift your energy so that you'll return to work with a renewed perspective and heightened energy. So you may be taking this very literally, like you need to take some time off whatever it is you're doing. But I'm also viewing like this work as this issue, this thing that you want to change, this thing that you want to come into your life. I think you guys are holding on to it really, really tightly, and your guides, your angels are saying to you, like, it's okay, like, it's coming. It's coming. You've got it. It's a very, very big yes. So please, for the moment, just set this down, and go have fun. Like, we've got it. We've got it under control. We've got it taken care of. It's on its way. There is nothing to worry about. I'm also looking at like the sun and the moon on this card. If you guys are in a situation currently that you're feeling particularly down and you're waiting for this thing to happen that you think will make you happier, I'm sort of seeing it as like the natural flow of day and night. So maybe you guys are in your nighttime right now. You're feeling like things are dark, things are a little bit gloomy, and your angels are saying to you, like, just like anything, this is gonna pass. Just like every night ends and the sun rises, your sort of hard time is going to pass. So it's important to just let it go. Just let the sun rise, because that's going to be the natural flow of things. Nothing is going to last forever. So if you're going through some frustrating times, some hard times, this too is going to pass for you. Yeah, so this is a yes, and it's a lot of like reassuring sort of messages coming through, trying to relax you, you know, like rest assured, yes, this is coming, and you don't have to do so much, you don't have to struggle so much for it. Just let it naturally come to you, because I think the more that you think about it, the more it's going to pain you, you know. If it was nighttime and you're waiting for the sun to rise, you spend like every minute like stressing about when is the sun gonna come up? Is it gonna come up? Well, of course it is. Of course it is. It's the morning is always gonna come, and you can just spend this time like sleeping peacefully. It's a very like calming, reassuring message for you guys. So I'm gonna look at some tarot cards now. There's the 10 of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Six of Swords. So again, the Six of Swords is quite a similar message, because this card talks about moving on from a difficult situation to a more peaceful one, a happier one. And I see you guys, you are going to be taken out of this current situation that is making you stressed or making you sad, and really entering a new phase of your life that's just a lot more peaceful, a lot less stressful, more calming in general. You have more peace of mind. If you guys are going through any sort of anxiety right now or not feeling good enough, that is going to pass as well. We have this 10 of Pentacles card, and this is a card all about abundance, security. So some of you guys may be asking about something career related, some goal that you want to achieve that you've been struggling with. It doesn't have to be that, but this card is saying that you will be provided everything and more. I feel like the outcome of this situation that you're asking about is going to be even better than you're imagining. This is a 10 card, so it has a feeling of like total completion, fulfillment, really reaching the top in whatever situation you're asking about. And I really like how like this pairs up with the Queen of Pentacles, because this is like all the abundance in the world, all the wealth in the world, all the happiness in the world, and then this is you like holding that coin, holding that in your hand. It's like this is going to be given to you, and you likely already possess what it takes to make this happen. This card also makes me think of valuing yourself more. So you guys may be feeling like, you know, you want this outcome to happen, but maybe you don't have what it takes, maybe you're not good enough, or maybe you're feeling like it's being withheld from you because like you don't deserve it, or it's not meant for you, or something like that. And this Queen of Pentacles is telling you, yes, you are meant to have all of these coins, you are meant to have all of this abundance, and it's time to start feeling your worthiness, feeling your value, like you really, really deserve this. And we also have the Knight of Cups, so Maybe some of you are also asking about like a new relationship that you want, and this is telling you that you are worthy of it, that somebody is going to be approaching you. But this Knight could also be you, and this card could be telling you that you have so much to offer. There's a lot of messages here about like feeling more self-worth, feeling more self-esteem. This cup is emotions, it's love, it's also creativity. So you guys really have something beautiful to offer. You guys have a gift that the world needs, and maybe you're in the process of like figuring out what to do with it or how to get it out into the world, and it's a little bit stressful. Maybe you're doubting yourself a little bit, like if you can really do this. If this path is really meant for you. And this is saying, absolutely, again, have confidence in yourself. You have something really, really beautiful to offer, and you know, don't be hard on yourself through the struggles. So I'm just gonna take the last 3 cards for you. There is love. I show unconditional love every day. There's the Crow Spirit, co-create with Spirit. And there's expect powerful change. Yes, so this card gives me very similar energy. Like this is a very, very strong yes. This is powerful change. So the thing that you're asking about, this is not like, oh, it's sort of gonna come true. It's like, it's gonna come true, and you're also gonna get so much more than you're expecting right now. Your life is gonna be very different as a result of this change. We have the love card, which I do think sort of ties into the last part of this reading about loving yourself unconditionally. I think this is also a message for you that your guides and your angels love you unconditionally, and they're always working to bring the things that you wish for into your life. It may not always look like that, but again, if you just set your problems down and take a step back and look at the bigger picture and see how much you can enjoy, how much you do have to offer in your current situation, and find the joy in each part of your journey, the way there is going to be a lot more comfortable. We have this Crow Spirit too, co-create with Spirit, and this is sort of an analogy I think I've used before in another video, but when we co-create with Spirit or the universe, it's like passing a ball back and forth. So I think you guys have this dream that you want to realize, this situation that you want to come to fruition, and it's like your ball. So you're holding the ball, you have this wish, and then you need to throw the ball to Spirit so they can do their work on it, and then they'll pass it back to you. And so what I kind of see you guys doing right now is like holding really, really tightly onto the ball and saying like, oh, but what if this happens, and what about when we get to this part and this obstacle? I don't know how to overcome that. Maybe I'm not good enough for that. Maybe this isn't going to happen. And you're holding on really, really tightly, and Spirit is saying like, we can create this together. We can make this dream come true together, but you got to pass me that ball. Give me the ball, and then go have fun and stop worrying about it. And we got this. We'll take care of it. The morning is going to come regardless. So just pass it over. Go enjoy yourself. Take a breath out. It's almost this feeling of like, you guys should really know. You guys should know by now that this is a yes. That it's a really strong yes, but it's like you're still doubting yourself. You still feel the need to ask about it. So Spirit's like, yes. Yes, yes, yes. It's yes. Powerful changes coming for you guys. So I think that this is a reading that can apply to many different situations. Of course, it's general, and I think you guys are asking about many different things. But the thing to take away from it is that it is a very, very strong yes, and it's almost like, it's like a given. It's like, of course this is yes. Like, if this dream is meant for anybody, it's you. If anybody deserves this, it's you. It's like this has your name on it. All these blessings, all this happiness, wherever you may find that, it's for you. You have these coins in your hand, not anybody else. And you also have so much to offer, but I think you doubt yourself. You doubt your gifts, you doubt your talents, you doubt those parts of you that make you lovable. And it's time to stop doing that. It's time to show yourself this unconditional love, and also to accept it from others, accept it from spirit, from your angels. They want to give you this. They want to give you this blessing. So it's just time to set down those worries, those anxieties, and really open up your heart to this, because it is waiting for you. Okay? So yeah, I'm going to end the reading there. I hope that gave you some clarity or some confirmation of things you were already feeling. Thank you very much for letting me read for you. If you're interested in a personal reading, they're still currently closed, but at the end of this month, I will be reopening them. So if you're watching around that time, please check the link in the description. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye! Hi number 2s, so if you chose this clear quartz, this is going to be a reading. So let's see what the first few oracle cards have to say for you. Okay, so this is your first one. This one is so pretty. This says, like, you have moved out of the darkness and into a new world. Then we have new partner. And we have ask for help from others. So whether you guys are asking about a love situation, a career situation, whatever it may be, I can see that your relationships with others is playing an important role in your situation. I feel like with this card, kind of similarly to pile 1 actually, maybe in the past you guys are coming from some maybe less than pleasant relationships, or maybe just a darker place, like maybe you had lower confidence or you were feeling discouraged by the way things were in your life. And I can see with this card that a new chapter is beginning, where you guys are ready to reach your full potential. You're ready to open your heart to a higher source of love. You're ready to open your heart to what is really aligned with you and your best interest, and start following down that path that is best for you. If you guys are asking if you're going to get into a new relationship with your crush, with the person that you're interested in, then this is going to be a yes for you, a very happy yes. The new person that you're asking about, that you're going to get into a relationship, is someone who is really supportive of you and really genuinely cares for you to be to become the best version of yourself, to be thriving, to be happy. They really, really, truly care for you. And that may be something that is a little bit different than what you've experienced in the past. And so if you're wondering about, like, does this person have good intentions, or is this person good for me, then the answer is yes, a big yes. However, if some of you guys are asking about, like, if you're gonna get back with an ex or something like that, then I would be more inclined to say that this is a no for you, just because we have these 2 cards that are talking about, you know, completely new experiences, new people, new frames of mind. This card says, you know, like, you've broken free, or like broken out of the darkness, and a new world is opening up to you. So there really is a feeling of, like, experiencing things that you haven't experienced before, people you haven't dealt with in that way before. So if you are asking about an ex, then the answer would be no, but this is sort of pointing to a new person coming into your life that is going to be even better for you. If you're asking about something else, like career or a certain goal that you want to achieve, then this is also a yes for you. And you can be expecting for a new person to enter your life who's really gonna assist with that, who's really gonna help you make that goal happen. Like, maybe you've been struggling to make this thing come true, and then this new person enters your life and they offer like a piece of advice, some guidance that you hadn't considered before. Maybe they have some connection, like they can set you up to a faster track for success, or they just offer like really good moral support. Like, I have a feeling that like the current people in your life, not like, it's not that they're not supportive, but I feel like you guys haven't experienced like the highest level of like support, encouragement, assistance, and really being understood that you can experience. There's like a whole new world of that you haven't felt yet. So whether this is a romantic connection or not, there's going to be this feeling of like, wow, I didn't know somebody could understand me like that, or I didn't know that somebody could so genuinely want to help me like that. And it's going to be a really lovely feeling, like really freeing, really eye-opening, and it's going to feel like you're just like light as a feather. Like, I'm looking at this unicorn and the angel flying together. He's like floating in the air. It's like sort of a weightless feeling, like you can do anything now that you have this support and that there's somebody with you who really wants to see you like reach for the stars. So I'm going to read this new partner card to you. A chance meeting is no mistake. It is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. Pay careful attention to new people we send into your life. You will recognize them by your sense of familiarity, comfort, and safety. So some of you guys may already have met this person and are already interested in them, and you're wondering if that feeling you have about them is right, if that's really your intuition trying to tell you something and they really are meant to be in your life. And the answer is yes. Some of you may not have met this person yet, but when you do, this relationship is really going to be the thing that propels you into the direction you're wanting to go in. So this is a yes, I think, for most of you. Unless you are asking about like an ex or something from the past, because there's really a feeling with these cards of like moving forward, moving into a new chapter. Okay, so let's look at your tarot cards now. We have the Queen of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, that's kind of cool, because this one was talking about like a divinely orchestrated catalyst to set the wheels in motion. So that's kind of like the same meaning here. That's really good. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Wow. Yes, so with this Wheel of Fortune, this is a very good sign because it shows a turning point in your life. It shows divine orchestration. It shows things starting to move in your favor. And this Ace of Cups shows that a new beginning is coming. New happiness, new love, new opportunities. So this is a very strong, positive yes for you. If you're asking about, like, is this dream gonna come true? Am I gonna achieve this goal? This is a yes, and the energies now, it's like fate is on your side. The wheel is turning. It's finally starting to all fall into place, really come together for you. And I can see that, like, yes, we are talking about fate, but I also want to give you guys credit for inner work that you have done, you know? This card talking about moving out of the darkness, it's likely that this darkness is talking about, like, a dark place that you were in mentally or emotionally. Maybe you were dealing with, negative emotions, limiting thoughts, or like toxic thought patterns, toxic relationships. But, it all comes back to your inner self, your inner shadow. And I think with this Queen of Cups, like, you guys have really been working on yourself, like doing your inner work and really coming to master your emotions, really working on like filling your own cup so that you can then go and fill other people's cups. Like, you really have the right idea that it all starts from within. And maybe as you started to cultivate that love and that light within, you realized that some of the things in your outside circumstances weren't really in alignment with that, because like your I don't really like this word, but you're vibrating at like a higher place now. You're sitting at a higher place now. And so now that you've reached this higher level, the things outside, the things in your outside life are going to start to shift to match this higher place that you're in now, this more loving place that you're in now. So you guys have really done the work to make this happen, and it's almost like fate is responding to you. It's going to start responding and bringing in the people that are a better match to you, that help propel you forward and that you help propel them forward. Some of you guys may be like starting to meet your soul families. This card talks about meeting someone that you feel familiarity, comfort, and safety. So it is very likely that it's talking about something like that. You guys may start to experience like old people, old situations sort of falling away from your life. Don't be afraid if that's happening. That's just the wheel of fortune turning. That's just things are starting to change so that you can be surrounded by the people you need to be in order to live your best life and make your dreams come true. Another thing I can see with this Knight of Pentacles, I think this is also sort of a mastery that you've achieved that has let fate work into your favor, because this is patience and this is consistency. So I think that you guys have been really patient with the universe, you've been really patient with yourselves, and you've never like lost hope of your vision, you know? You've always like remained faithful and always continued, even if it was like slow sometimes, you know, even if sometimes you were feeling a little bit of doubt or struggling a little bit, and maybe you were progressing slower than normal, but you never stopped moving forward. And so I feel like a lot of pride when I'm like saying this message to you. So I think that your guides and your angels are very proud of you and like very excited. Like you've reached like this tipping point now where finally all the rewards, all the blessings are like starting to rush in. It's almost like you like went through a portal or something. It's like things are changing now. You're gonna see your life start to change, and like you're gonna see yourself start to open up like a flower. That's nice. Okay, so now for the final oracle cards, we have Distrust. It says, I understand that doubt like increases my ability for discernment. Then we have the Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. And we have a time for healing. Ooh, so let's talk about this Distrust card first. In the beginning of this reading, I was sort of talking about like maybe you've come from a darker place, maybe you've come from some relationships that weren't the best from you. And I kind of feel just from this reading in general, like that you guys have you really have a pure heart, you know? You have this card, you have the Queen of Cups. I feel like you guys are really pure people, like maybe you're empaths, like you genuinely care for everybody. And I think you want to let everybody in, you want to help everybody, you want to trust everybody. But in doing so, you may compromise your own well-being, which in turn is going to affect your ability to love properly. So I think that this card is telling you like it's okay like to have your doubts about certain people. It's okay to set boundaries with certain people. It's okay to be wary of some people. Especially like as a spiritual person, we may start to feel like we have to love and accept everybody and we have to create space for everybody in our lives. But, you know, you can love somebody and wish them well from a distance while still protecting yourself, having those walls up, having those boundaries set. You know, you don't have to let everybody into your life like that, or you don't have to spend so much of your time and effort on everybody like that, because the truth is that like there's some people who are just going to take and take and take and not give anything in return. And you know, as much as we want to be compassionate, we do have to protect our energy because it can deplete very quickly. So, you know, a little bit of distrust or a little bit of boundaries in that way is really healthy for you. So that's an important thing to remember. And the more space you create, the more space you put between yourself and these other people, the more space you create for your soul family, for these helpful people to come in, for these people who do want to give to you and fill your cup and add to your joy. We also have your Panther Spirit, which is talking about reclaiming your power. So I think that this ties in really well for you guys. It's almost like, okay, what's this image that I'm getting? If you have like, if you have energy, like psychic energy, intuitive energy, your life force, it's almost like if you're carrying it in a bag, but there's a hole in the bag and it's like falling out of the bottom and you're walking around and you don't notice that this energy is like flying away from you. That was a really weird analogy, but it's like there's a hole in your energy and it's like leaking out. So you have to be careful about who you surround yourself with. You have to patch up those holes. You have to keep your energy, keep your power, take it back, because you need that. You need that energy. So maybe this is a time for you to heal from some of those more toxic relationships, or this doesn't even have to be people, you know. If you're, for example, like in a job, in a situation that is draining you of your energy, that can also be toxic, you know, that can also stop you from living in your highest place. I hope you know what I'm trying to say, but I feel like you guys are really healing from the past and you're moving forward into a place where you're gonna see that the people and situations in your life really reflect the light that is inside of you. Because like I said, you guys have such a pure, loving light within you, and it's time for you guys to, you know, receive that rather than just giving it out. So to sum all of that up, you guys, this is a yes for new relationships, new opportunities, for dreams coming true, for your life starting to move in a happier direction. If you're asking about a person or a situation from the past, then this is a no, because I think that that person or situation is really not in alignment with your highest self. And, you know, this wheel is turning and you're really being pushed to move in a new direction now and realize your full potential. So it's a no that, you know, there's no need to be upset about, because, you know, new people and situations are going to come in that are even better for you, that give you even more energy, that really uplift you. And you guys are going to reach heights that like maybe you didn't know were possible once you have this love and support coming from the outside as well. Okay, so I'm going to end the reading there. Thank you very much for letting me read for you. If you're interested in a personal reading, they're still closed right now, but they will be open again at the end of March. So if you're watching around then, please check the link in the description. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye! Hi number 3s, so if you chose this aquamarine, this is going to be your reading. So let's see what the first 3 oracle cards have to say for you. So your first one says, stand firmly in the ground like a tree. This one is trustworthy guidance. And ask your angels. I think that a lot of you who chose this one, you're like just starting to get into spirituality, just starting to maybe like try to talk to your guides, trying to figure out who they are, or like trying to use your intuition and things like that. The reason I say that is because it looks like you guys are asking, like you're watching this reading asking for confirmation if some idea you have is really from your intuition, is really a message from your guides, or if it's just all in your head. It seems like that's kind of the yes or no that you're asking about. Of course, that doesn't mean that you're just getting into spirituality, because we can be practicing these things for a really long time and still have doubts when it comes to like, is this intuitive? Is this my destiny, or is this all in my head? Especially when it's something we really, really care about. Like, you know, is this really my purpose? Is this really my soulmate? Should I really go forward with this? If it's something we really want, sometimes it's easy to doubt our intuition, because we're like, oh, it's just wishful thinking, it's just in my head. But what I'm getting really strongly from these cards is that, yes, it is your intuition. Yes, this is an idea from your higher self, from your angels, and yes, you should go forward with it, and you should firmly believe in it. You know, this card is like, it's talking about standing firmly in the ground like a tree. So it's like really planting your roots, you know, having deeply rooted faith, and whatever your outside circumstances look like, to not let that shake your faith, not let that move you. Like, I believe in this so deeply that nothing could tell me otherwise. And I think that's what your angels want you to get to, and they're trying to like reassure you over and over. Yes, this is your intuition talking. Yes, this is your higher self talking. Yes, this person, this situation, it is, you are destined for it. So I'm going to read this card to you. You've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. So, reading this card, I feel like I want to put emphasis on this wonderful idea. So, whatever it is that you guys are wanting to move towards, whatever idea has come into your head, like this thing that maybe you think you should be doing, it is a wonderful idea. It is a great idea. It is a divinely guided idea. I think you guys are getting into the habit, or in the habit, of asking your angels for guidance. But now it's time to learn how to hear that guidance and say, okay, I got it. I'm going to go forward with this. Maybe you guys are kind of stuck in the place where like you're asking them like, is this it? And they're like, yeah, that's it. Is it really though? Yes. But is it just all in my head? Am I wishful thinking? No. Are you sure this is the right path? And it's kind of like, you know, maybe you're having trouble accepting it because maybe it seems too good to be true. Maybe it seems like you made it up, or maybe your outside circumstances don't reflect that. Let me think. For example, like if you're asking like, is this my person? Is this my soulmate or whatever? But your current circumstances, it really doesn't seem that way. Because maybe it just hasn't been progressing or whatever it may be. And you're like, are you sure though? Because it seems to be looking like this. And your angels just want to give you confirmation. Like, yes, you have this idea in your head for a reason, but now it's time to stand firmly in it. It's time to believe it no matter what, because we told you once, we told you twice, we told you 3 times. So it's like they really want to like drive that home for you, you know? Like, yes. This is, yes, it's a yes. So let's look at some tarot cards now. There's a 6 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Chariot, and Death. So I'm laughing because look at all of these people. They're all like saddled up, ready to go. They're either on a horse, on a chariot, or on an elephant, or on some dude's back piggybacking, but they're ready to go. This is like, yeah, you're being told go for it. This idea that you've gotten, go forward with it. There's nothing else to say from that. I can see from these cards maybe like some things you are some things you're concerned about. Maybe you're concerned that you're not going to be successful. Maybe you're concerned that you don't have what it takes to overcome the obstacles. Maybe you're concerned because you feel like you don't have the confidence to go forward with this. And with this death card, you may also be concerned about like leaving behind your current situation. This idea that's come into your head, that that you're asking about. Why is my throat so dry? Ooh, I just had to take a break. I think I have allergies or something. Anyway, what was I saying? Right, okay. I can see I can see that you guys are concerned about a lot of things. This may be the things that are preventing you from taking the angel's guidance and really going with it. So it's like they're giving you confirmation messages in all of these cards. This Six of Wands is telling you that you have what it takes to be successful, that if you go forward with this, you are going to succeed, you are going to be victorious. If you guys are asking about like going forward with some kind of project, like, I don't know, like starting a YouTube channel or writing something, putting a piece of you out there, this is telling you that you are going to get the recognition for it and you are going to be successful for it. You are going to get positive feedback. And the Knight of Swords, even, it says that, you know, this is going to succeed like faster than you're expecting, because this is divinely guided. And when you start following in your divine path and you start following your intuition, it's kind of like you're put in the fast lane. So you can overcome challenges that you normally wouldn't be able to, or like, not like the average person, but I guess comparatively, you would excel faster than we see most people excel, because you have these angels guiding you. It's like you can make miracles happen when you follow those messages and you just do it without questioning it. You can really move mountains. And the Chariot has the same kind of energy too. It's like you can overcome any difficulties. And this Chariot card is also sort of like, now's the time, like go for it. Like this is your chance, take this opportunity. So I think a habit that your angels want you to get in is like, when you get these messages, you want to reach a place where you recognize them for what they are, and then you don't doubt it and you just like go for it. Like you recognize, okay, I'm getting this message now because now is the time to act. So to really like follow those impulses that you get, to recognize them as your intuition. And of course it's really difficult, especially when we've spent years not living like that, and we've already like established that's this life that's comfortable to us, you know, to have our angels or our guides come in and be like, go do that. See that person over there, or that idea you have in your head, it's time to act on it. And we're like, what? Wait, where is that coming from? So it is a little difficult, but you guys have so much success waiting for you, so much recognition waiting for you. And oh yeah, the Death card that I was talking about before I started coughing. You guys may be afraid to leave your current situation behind, because the Death card is about sort of, I guess, letting your past die, or letting your current situation die and moving on to something else. Sort of like caterpillar turning into a butterfly kind of energy. And as much as we may feel dissatisfied in our current situation, we do sort of get addicted to it because it's comfortable and because it's predictable and because we feel safe in it. It took me many years to quit my first job that I had when I came here. And I didn't like it. It was monotonous and it just it felt like dead end. It wasn't inspiring, but I stayed in it for so long just because I was familiar with it, and it's comfortable, and you do kind of get, it's like an addiction, because you can always predict what's going to happen. There's no risk of falling. You're not really putting anything on the line because you don't really care about it. So it's like you have nothing to lose. And it's those sort of thought patterns that you have to let go, that you have to throw away if you are to follow this divine guidance. But I really want to stress that you have everything it takes, because you have your angels by your side, and they're not going to let you fall. And they're going to help you overcome more than you thought possible, faster than you thought possible, if you listen to their guidance, if you trust them, if you trust yourself. Ooh, this one's kind of deep. Okay, so let's move on to your final oracle cards. We have Harmony. I align myself impeccably with my environment. We have the Mouse Spirit, tend to the small things. And we have Surrender to the Divine. Wow, I love these cards to finish this off. So, with this thing that you are being called to move forward with, like I was saying before, I feel like you probably have all these concerns, like what if we reach this bump in the road, or what if I do this or say this and it doesn't get received well and I fail. And this card is saying that you possess the ability to like adapt to the situation, adapt to the environment and the circumstances as you go along. As long as you move forward with faith and like the positive outlook, the belief that everything is going to turn out as planned. Of course there's going to be like obstacles and, you know, twists and turns. Maybe something unexpected is going to happen, but you have the ability always to adapt to that and to what's the word? Like swerve, I guess. It's like you're adaptable, you're resilient, you're versatile, like you can handle whatever comes your way, and you can adjust to things as you go along. And also, this is a message for you that like your angels are going to take care of the little details. You know, you don't really have to stress about those. You just need to keep your faith and trust that you can adapt to whatever comes your way, and they'll like, don't sweat the small stuff. They'll take care of it. They will tend to the small things for you. And then, yeah, finally, the last card for you is Surrender to the Divine, which I think is just like a perfect message that we saw reflected throughout this whole reading. So I just want to sum it up for you. Whatever you are asking about, whether it's a romantic relationship, whether it's a project that you want to pursue, whether it's like, should I go forward with this? Should I move on to a new chapter even though I'm scared and I don't know if it's right? This is a yes. This is like a very strong confirmation message for you. If you've been struggling to know, like, is this really my destiny, or am I just making it up? Am I just going crazy? Am I just wishful thinking? Your angels are saying, no, this is your path. There's a reason you're thinking about this so much. If this is something that's been in your head a lot, there's a reason for that. Don't ignore that. You owe it to yourself to go forward with this. And they're going to be with you. Your angels are going to be with you every step of the way. They're going to move mountains for you. They're going to get you through things like so fast. Like, I'm feeling it's going to be really fast, that you're going to be like, whoa, like, how did this all happen so quickly? And they really want this for you, and they want you to start like developing that. It's almost like a muscle, you know, like, okay, I got this message, this is my intuition, I'm gonna do it. And that's really scary, right? Because you have to sort of like shut off your ego, or like shut off your logical mind that wants to analyze, like, okay, but what if this happens, or what if that's silly, and just really go for it. But I promise, if you act like that, if you live like that, you are going to be greatly rewarded. Okay, so I'm going to end your reading there. Thank you very much for letting me read for you. If you're interested in a personal reading, they are still closed at the moment, but they'll be open again at the end of March. So if you're watching around then, please check the link in the description. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye! Hi, number 4s. So if you chose this row tonight, this is going to be a reading. So let's see what the first few oracle cards have to say for you. So this one says, like, take each and every step with care. We have blessing in disguise. And we have choose a new direction. So I think the thing you guys are asking about, whether it's a relationship, a career-related opportunity, or any goal that you're trying to achieve, It looks like you're asking about this one because you have maybe experienced some resistance with it, some roadblocks, some obstacles, delays, and you're just wondering like if this opportunity is really coming for you, if this is really the right path, if you should continue going forward with this. And with these 3 cards here, I am leaning towards a no for this pile, because we have this card that's asking you to choose a new direction, and we also have this card that's asking you to be more mindful of where you're going. Like, this card is about really making sure that every step that you take is leading towards your highest self, your best version, and what is the best for you and everyone around you. So to really be more mindful of that. And then we have this blessing in disguise card too. So I almost feel like these blockages that you may be experiencing with this person or this thing, it's actually because it's not the best path for you and the others involved, and that if you continue down this path, you could be, you know, blocking yourself from an even better opportunity or even better blessings or an even better relationship. So I'm going to read this blessing in disguise card. What appears to be a problem is actually part of your answered prayer. You'll understand the reasons behind your present situation as everything resolves. Trust in heaven's protection and infinite wisdom to answer your prayer in the best way. So, I mean, obviously we want love, we want success, we want abundance. And so I feel like with this pile, you guys have sort of like pinned that onto a specific person or a specific opportunity. Like, I want love, and this relationship with this person is going to be the best way for me to feel that. And what these cards are saying is that there's actually a better opportunity out there for you, and maybe the specific person or situation that you're thinking about is not quite what you think it is, or you know, it wouldn't be everything that you're hoping for. And so to answer your prayer in the best way, you actually have to be redirected to someone else or something else, because you know, your angels can see what you truly want in your heart, and they know what's the best way to reflect that to you. And it might be something that looks a little bit different than what you envisioned, but they are still answering your prayer. And so if you're experiencing difficulty on your current path, it's important to trust that they're just trying to protect you. They're trying to protect you, and they're trying to redirect you to the outcome that's going to make you the happiest in the end. So it's important to look at the bigger picture and know that like nothing is going to be taken away from you. Nothing that was meant for you is going to be taken away from you. So if something is taken away, it's because it wasn't meant for you, and the thing that is meant for you is trying to find you. So I'm going to look at some tarot cards now. We have the 9 of Pentacles, the Empress, 3 of Wands, and the Page of Wands. So these are all really beautiful energies. So there's like a couple messages, and it will depend what you're asking about. If you're asking about a relationship with a specific person, this 9 of Pentacles card is suggesting that on the best path for you, you're actually meant to be single right now for some time. If you're asking about a job or a certain opportunity, like maybe you're waiting to hear back from somebody, waiting for acceptance or approval for something, this card is sort of suggesting that maybe the best path for you is actually self-employment. Or if you're looking to start a project and like you're waiting for help or assistance or some kind of acceptance, this is suggesting that it may actually be best for you to just start this on your own, because we also have this Page of Wands card, and this is about, you know, being independent. This is about going forward with confidence on your own and believing that anything is possible. And I really feel with these cards that certain connections or certain partnerships may be held back from you right now because your angels want you to realize what you are truly capable of on your own, or how happy you can truly become on your own. So you guys may have been like putting your happiness into this future, you know, like if this person likes me back, if this person wants to be with me, then I'll be happy. Or if I apply or audition here and I get accepted and they agree to help me, then I can be happy. Then I can start working on my dreams. And I think that this is being held back from you because if you go with them, it's like you'll never see how happy you can make yourself on your own, or what you can really do on your own, what you can really create, because you guys also have the Empress, and so you guys have really strong manifesting powers. You can create anything that you envision. You can create abundance, you can create love, and it all comes from within. And I think that they want you to see yourself as this, like by yourself, without needing something from the outside to tell you that you are this or to allow you to be this. It's like you need to stop waiting for permission to feel this way, to feel lovable, to feel powerful, to feel abundant. It's like this is all within you. And they want you to recognize that within you from where you currently are. Whether that's like single or in a relationship or on your own or whatever it is, in your current situation, they want you to see that, and that this path that you want or that you think is going to bring you something, it's like you don't need it. They may even just be like delaying this opportunity for you just because they want you to fully grasp that you have everything you need on your own in the present moment. But with this Three of Wands, like really, really, you guys can achieve anything. You don't need anybody's approval. You don't need anybody's help. I think they just really want you to recognize yourself for who you are, for like the infinite, capable, powerful being that you are. And maybe you guys have been like, maybe loving yourself like a little bit conditionally. Like, I'll be happy with myself when I get this validation. I'll be happy with myself when this person accepts me or when this person loves me. So I think it is time for you guys to be like on your own for now, just to see like how much love is within you and what you can truly do by yourself. So that's why they may be holding these things back from you right now. The more I talk about this, I am getting a feeling that it might just be a temporary thing. That they just want you to recognize this aspect before they give you this thing that you want. Just so you understand that like, you don't need this thing to be happy. You can be happy anyway by yourself. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's take the last 3 oracle cards for you. Is temporality an English word? Well, it's about being, temporal, being temporary, and accepting that nothing in this world is permanent. Then we have the hummingbird spirit, be here now. And we have the meditate and contemplate. I think these 2 cards go pretty well together because, this is talking about like being in the present moment, being here, being now. Both of these. I think really this reading is all about learning how to find happiness now in your current situation, in your current circumstances. Even if you don't have the person you think you want or the job you think you want or whatever it is, because you have you and you have this moment now. And so before they put you on whatever path you're supposed to be on, I think your angels really, really want you to see that. Like, I can be happy in any situation if I choose to. And I am enough. I can be happy on my own. I can enjoy life on my own. There's like this energy of you guys maybe like, what is it called? Attributing your happiness to external things, and they sort of want you to learn to stop doing that. So things are kind of put on hold right now. Like before we can move forward, we just want you to learn this lesson. So there's going to be a little bit of a delay or a little bit of a change in plans. You may even, recognize this about yourself, like how much you can do on your own. And you may stop like wanting this thing that you're asking about, or maybe you're going to want something else because you realize that this other thing is more in alignment with who you really are. But there is a reason that it's being held back from you right now. It's like just not yet, or it's just a little bit different, but it's something better. Your final card is meditate and contemplate. So again, this gives me the feeling of really taking some time for yourself, really looking within and finding the love and happiness within. And this card also makes me think of a spiritual awakening because it's Pisces, which has to do with spirituality, the unconscious mind, like those things that you can't see. And there's the new moon that talks about a new beginning. So I do think that you guys are really going to go through an awakening where you realize that like, I am love, I am happiness. I don't need anything external. When you come out of that, you may choose to pursue this same thing that you asked about, but it's going to be from less of a place of like desperation or lack or needing it. And more like it's something that will add to the happiness that you already have. Or, like I said, you may come out of this awakening and be like, you know what, I don't want that anymore. And I'm just going to be open to whatever comes to me because I know that I'm always going to get what is meant for me and the best thing for me. Because I'm living in my power and I know that every step I take, I'm going towards the best version of myself. I think like if you can embody this energy, you will be more open to whatever outcome happens. But yeah, I just want to stress that like it is a no for now. This thing might be delayed for you, or you might end up getting something else that's even better. But this setback is for your best interest. It is to protect you. And you're being encouraged at this time to go within and realize that like whatever you think you're going to get from this person or situation, however you think it's going to make you feel, you can already generate that feeling, generate that love within. And if they were to just give this thing to you so soon, you may have never realized that. And that's really not a happy life to, go about life like that, thinking like, okay, now I need this person, now I need approval from them, and now I need to achieve this. Like those are obviously wonderful. Like it's wonderful to be in relationships, it's wonderful to get approval and validation and praise from people. It's wonderful to achieve goals and succeed, but those cannot be like your conditions for happiness. So I feel like for you guys, it's like that internally, there we go, internally generated happiness that may be missing and that they want you to really find right now. And if this is about like a project that you want to do, like something that you want to get started, but you're like waiting for the okay from someone or waiting for someone to come and help you, there's also a strong message here to just like get started on your own, because you'll be surprised how much you can do on your own. Like I said, you guys are really strong manifestors. It's like your ideas are fertile. You have the ability to create a lot of abundance. So external things are being withheld right now to give you the opportunity to tap into your internal powers. Okay? So I'm going to end the reading there. Thank you very much for letting me read for you. If you're interested in a personal reading, they are still closed at the moment, but they'll be open again at the end of March. So if you're watching around then, please check the link in the description. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!